Merry Christmas, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all those around the world. Welcome back to our very first Legends of Runeterra video. I'm so excited to hop into Legends of Runeterra. I've been playing this game for a very long time. Since day one of release, in and out. I stopped playing a little bit after Riven decided to, to show up here because I didn't really care for those champions. I was waiting for another champion to come into the game. And she showed up, Aurelia was here. Akali's still not here yet, which is very big sads for me, but Aurelia also showed up. I did not get a chance to play with her before she got nerfed, but the very next expansion drew me back into this game. The recent expansion we got with Ahri, Kennen, what have you, also keeps me entwined with playing this game because I'm so excited to be able to bring you guys another TCG that I love to play. I'm generally an avid MTG player, Cardfight, Buddy Vanguard. I do play at locals and what have you all the time for MTG. I'm a very good conservative control player, so I do play a lot of blue. So when you're watching my content and stuff, we will be seeing a lot of control builds. We will be seeing a lot of combo-oriented builds. I'm not so much fond of aggro, not because aggro is very, how you say, like, easy to play. And I hate to put it like that because we all know how it is. It's literally, you can do turn 3 or whatever, 10 damage, what have you. It's pretty ridiculous. And it's not fun for me, it's not fun for your opponent, but it wins, right? It wins games. But either way, we're going to dive into this deck and see what we got going on underneath the hood. We're playing Akshan, Sivir, Demacia, Shurima. Now, this deck is not as good as it used to be before the nerfs, right? Considering it's been nerfed. But this variant here is actually still very competitive. Very competitive because you got to keep in mind, not all these cards are getting buffed, right? But a lot of other cards in the metagame have been nerfed or getting balanced. It makes other decks shoot up the ladder, shoot up the metagame. I still think there's a lot of decks right now that people are overlooking. Obviously, there's bigger content creators out there who do play this game, and who I watch, who you watch. You know what I mean? But still, I think there's a lot of decks right now in which are being overshadowed because everybody's wanting to play Pantheon because Pantheon is actually really good, super stoked for Pantheon. You got Kennen, you got Ahri. There's a lot of mixes that you can do right now, and some other decks just get left behind, and I think Akshan is getting a little skipped over because he's still very strong in this metagame. We're gonna dive into it though. We're gonna hop see what we got going on. So we're running, like I said, Akshan and Sivir because I think Demacia is probably the best shell for this deck, let alone one of the best regions in the game. We are running Golden Aegis or Aegis, whatever you want to call it. 4-drop right now. Gives you Rally. Very strong with Sivir. Pairs well with her. We're running Merciless Hunter because I think this is one of the best 3-drops in the game. Especially when you couple them with quick attack units. So again, Akshan and Sivir. You can delete whoever you want to off the board with Vulnerable, which is actually really good. She's a 4-2, so she is a solid power unit with a very low HP pool. So I mean, that's fine. She's used to just trading off with somebody anyhow. We run 3 Consecrated Strikes just to get rid of Lee Sins, just to get rid of Teemos, and Ezreals and what have you, the prominent threats. Rumble's a pain in the butt to deal with sometimes with this, so you have to be ready with him, just because 9 out of 10 he'll come out with Spell Shield, so you gotta be weary of how you play with this ability. But you can pretty much counterplay, depending on if you have the mana for it. You just gotta be very careful. If you're not playing your cards on curve, it can set your deck back. And again, like I said, I play control, so playing cards on curve is something that's second nature for me. I hope a lot of people are still doing the same thing, because if you're not playing cards on curve, you're not ahead, you know what I mean? That's just the way I look at it. We're running 1 of Screeching Dragon, because in the 5 slot right here, you have this, and you have Bruiser. I'm not going to go ahead and say his first name, because I'm going to butcher it, but either way, you're playing him just because he pairs with Akshan. Lucky finds are incredible right now because at the end of the day they power up Akshan for free. What I mean by that is if you look at his cards here, Warlord Palace, every time you activate a card that targets an ally, advance me by 1, the treasures are free. You know what I mean? So it's easy level ups for this guy. But anyway, we're gonna dive into it. Hopefully we can have a good time playing Runeterra. I'll catch you guys in a couple minutes. Alright guys, let's get up into our very first game of Runeterra on the channel. Hopefully everyone's super excited. I'm super excited to be bringing this to you. This hand is actually pretty good. I'm debating on getting rid of Preservarium, but at the same time, it might be pretty beneficial to keep it. but I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go with this hand. We are playing against a Fiora Akshan build, so it's kind of interesting. We do get our 1-drop on the first turn, which is great. Hopefully they don't have anything. Even if they do, I'm willing to trade it. But we get that first free damage off. It's no big deal, right? Might as well just take it if we can get it. We pick up Treasure Seeker here, which is actually still pretty good, beneficial for me. Now, I would be risking it if I were to go ahead and play Akshan
don't look
here.
the other way.
I do have 2 mana, but they don't have, single combat, single combat ready to go, so no units on the board, so I felt that it was safe to play him here. And then we have Shapestone, just in case he decides to play something on my Akshan. I go ahead and Shapestone him, so he'd have to spend more mana if he decides to do it. Hopefully he doesn't have anything. Well, we'll see. If he wants to drop 2 cards for me, that's great. It's Brian Sands. Alright. That lowers my power by 2 and he gets to predict, which is not really a big deal for me right now. And he has 2 of them. Of course he's got 2 of them. And he predicts again. Oh well. So we do 2 damage here again, but we get out 2 cards from him early, which is good for me. That feels like it's value. You know what I mean?
Must be nice living off stolen
so he doesn't
coin.
have Akshan, which now that means he is behind versus my curve. Considering I have Akshan right now, I don't have to worry about his next drop. I'm assuming he's going to get a Fiora because he didn't have Akshan in the early game. But we'll see.
Always 2 steps ahead.
There he is. I think he might have just drew this, but I could be wrong. Either way, he's on the attack right now, but we do have Sharp Sight to deal with the Fiora. Because I think he's going to be able to do is power her up. I mean, I guess he could single combat something, but
Rob 'em blind.
that would give us the benefit, right? Because we just Sharp Sight. So here he has to play something, otherwise she's going to die. There it is. He also has Shapestone as well. Okay, fair enough. So this is where we activate Sharp Sight, and we get ahead. We are making a trade, but remember we have another Akshan in hand. And he didn't have an Akshan or Fiora up until this moment, so that still means he's behind. You know what I mean? You gotta pay attention to how many cards your opponent has and what they drew.
I do not break rules, I bend them.
And
slightly.
play that probability game, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. So we get in there, we get our Akshan, we actually draw another Akshan, which is actually really, really good for us right now. Because now we're able to
Cool
get
eyebrows.
You like it?
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
Get ready for the level up animation. Let's go. Relic of Power here is actually really, really good. I don't know what he's actually going to play right now. What could he do? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We have an answer for this. We have an answer for this. You can activate the Absolver.
You can thank me later.
I'm fine with that. Because my Akshan will live. I won't have mana for the Absolver return. It's unfortunate. But it's okay because we have Relic of Power. Generally, I like to play Relic of Power to predict and draw 1. But it doesn't look like we get into that. Oh well. We're gonna hop into 1 more. We're gonna do another. That was too quick for me. I'll see you guys in a second.
With a smile.
Alright guys, we're back into it. Looks like we're going up against a Nasus, or Nasus, whatever you guys want to pronounce it, and another Akshan, which is pretty good for me. Now, at the end of the day though, they are running Ferroyord. Or sorry, not Akshan, what do you call it? Renekton. My bad. They are running Ferroyord, so they are going to be a bit behind. This hand is pretty good, but at the same time, I don't know if I actually want to keep this whole thing because I'm not certain what they're running between this. I'm assuming freezes, but at the same time, I could be wrong. But we're going to go with it anyway. Might as well. We do get the 1-drop here. We get the 2-drop as well. Now, the difference is between going Ferroyord and all Shurima, they don't get to start off with the Sun Disc, day 1. They don't get to do that right away. Because I assumed that's what was going to come down, but no, because they're Ferroyord and Shurima instead of just full Shurima running Renekton and Nasus. It's kind of weird to me. So I would go ahead and felt I was safe here playing Akshan, but again, they have 3 mana open. They didn't play anything. I want to be a little bit weary because I only have 1 right now. Only 1 Akshan. So I'm going to wait for next turn to see what they actually play here. If they don't have anything after this attack, we should be set to play it, although they have 6 mana ready to go. But it all depends on what they drop here. Because remember, they're running Ferroyards. They do have a little bit of heals and sustain.
Welcome
Sweet.
to the tipsy hour.
That's perfect.
I do not break rules, I bend them.
So we get Akshan on the board safely. Like I said, you guys kind of want to always play on curve, but at the same time, you got to be mindful what your opponent may have to take care of your units. We draw Screeching Dragon, which is great to get rid of his stuff right now, because I know he's behind. So, but at this moment in time, if he decides to play something, another unit here, we could give Akshan Barrier with our 2-drop. We could do that.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Now, that's perfect, because now at the end of the day, he's gonna try to take down, you know, my Akshan. You know, has vulnerable, what have you. I don't want that to happen, regardless if he doesn't attack me this turn or not. Akshan is safe for one more round. You know what I mean? Which is great for me. Well, let's see what he decides to do here. Because remember, Yours may have freezes. This could be a bad trade for me. I could just let this go through. But at the end of the day, I want to go ahead and make this trade if I can make this trade. So I am ready to lose this unit. He does have Troll Champ. Fair enough, fair enough. That's alright. Nah, it's okay. It's not worth doing any of those. Obviously, it's more HP than me, so it looks like next turn my Akshan could be in a bit of a pickle. But we'll see what happens here. Come on here, buddy. Don't rope me. Don't rope me. Let's go. I know we all love when this happens. We all love it. Come on now, man. What's wrong with you? You got 2 mana. He probably has maybe Brittle Steel, maybe? It's a possibility. Alright. So, we're in a very, very good spot right now. We can drop this and get rid of the Fearsome unit, right? We could do that if we choose to. But depending on what he's going to decide to drop here. Because we could also be in trouble still. If he has Avalanche, you know what I mean? But again, we still have Sharp Sight to keep my Akshan alive. Which is fine. He would lose his unit. I would lose one of my units. Okay, Ravine. Not bad, not bad. Was that worth it, though? I don't know. I don't know if that was worth it for you, bud. I really don't. You lose 2 units. Or you lose a unit here. So reopen this up.
In and out.
That way, if he decides to trade into either one of these units here, you know, he'll take it. He'll die. Alright, now what you got in your hand? So we get rid of that. Looking pretty right now. This attack is looking pretty good. But he has to have something. More Troll Chance maybe? A freeze. What you got, bud? Okay, Troll Chant. That's fine. That's fine. You can live for this one. That's okay. Now, again, Ravine's gonna take out my Akshan regardless of how I look at it. I don't have mana for Aegis right now, so he's gonna take out that, which is fine. My dragon gets to live just because it had Fury, which is great. Akshan's gonna go down. There's no reason to play that, right? No reason. Because that's gonna take me out regardless. So that misplay could have happened. I could have made that misplay there, because I know a lot of us still do it. But we're gonna clean this board here just because at the end of the day, I'm not going to have a unit, or he's going to have a unit, I won't have a unit, and I don't know if he has a power up or ready to go, but he has 1 mana, I don't want to give him the chance to do it. So we're going to take it out, that's fine. Release my Akshan. Now, I could play her and level up my my building here, but it's a possibility that I do draw another Akshan, and that's what I'm holding for. If I can get that top deck, that'd be really, really great. If not, it is what it is. There's this Sun Disc that he needed turn 1. So do I play Sivir? I think Sivir would probably be the play here. Just in case, because that means I have 2 turns left to draw an Akshan. And I want to keep my Palace in play. I think that's probably the smarter move, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and put Sivir here. I don't know what the point of that was. I don't know. Like, I don't get that. I was just gonna take the damage anyway.
Leaping into action.
Obviously he doesn't know that, but it's fine. It is what it is. We're gonna take the damage. We're gonna pass the move. Okay, can I get it? Oh hell yeah! Let's go.
Don't want to die? Don't do terror. Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
And now we're sitting pretty. He's got 4 cards left in hand. I assume he's got to have something. Some champion by now. About time. 6/6 Nashus. So that's
they can take it up with my blade.
Oh, we should be able to get past it. Generally, I like to play Relic of Power to predict draw 1, but in this situation, I'd rather boost all my units' damage right now, because I could possibly close the
Finders
game
keepers.
here. Like, I'm getting to that point where I can just drop Aegis and move on. But we'll see. I think it's probably smart just to go for it.
Business as usual.
Let's just give it a shot.
This is justice.
You always want to
Villains
attack
beware.
with Sivir, or sorry, Sivir, Akshan first, or your units first
It's
before
a
Sivir.
living.
Generally speaking.
Your time is done.
So, obviously I have to play something here, and he knows that. So it's whether or not he has something to counteract me. If he doesn't, we're good. But if he does, and he dies, then that could put me in a deficit. Sweet! Let's go, boys. Let's go. This is it. What you got? What you got? No, take that back. Yeah. I need to give this to Sivir. That way I can get barrier when I smack here. Come on. Oh, sweet. Let's do this. Does your boy really not have
This
anything?
is justice.
So in the situation here, I need to swap these around. That way,
Villains beware.
Because she will hit and level up.
Blade,
So
sand,
Akshan
and
can take the barrier
treasure.
as
Couldn't
well.
ask for
Make
more.
sure he stays alive in case he has another card in hand to get rid of you or something. But he shouldn't, right? He only has 4 mana. He should be good. We should be fine. Sweet. Let's go. Let's finish this off with Ricochet. There's nothing else you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do, bud. Regardless if he plays the unit or not here, he's in trouble with Ricochet. What you got? So far, man, the only thing I saw was, what,
The
4
spirits
units?
will not tolerate your
They got Heavenly
trespass.
Tavern Keeper.
They
you
can
had
take it
the,
up with
the
my
Archer,
blade.
and 2 Troll Chants. I
Told
think
you
that's
to
all I
stay
seen
back.
for Cellular from this deck right now. But he's throwing, man. Hopefully you guys have fun. This has been Pawse Plays. Catch me in the very next Runeterra video.
Vengeance with a
See you
smile.
guys soon. Stay safe out there. Hey guys, how you doing? We're gonna dive into it one more time. See if we can get this best of 3 out of the way and see how we can do in this matchup here. Because we're playing against a Braum Poppy build. I assume some sort of Poros, which is probably gonna suck going against. But we'll see. This hand's actually looking like it's shaping up pretty well. But it's kind of slow, because I'd have to drop Akshan into something. But at the same time, let's risk it and see what we got going on here. He kept his hand as well, which is not good for me. I did not draw, what do you call it, Fleetfoot Tracker. Unfortunate. There's a Poro. This is going to be really, really bad if we don't get a good hand here. Let's see what we got here. Another Poro. So we're going to go for it. We're going to drop it.
Scores to settle, crooks to kill. You know how it is.
I guarantee if I block, he's probably going to feed me. Okay, alright, hold on. Okay, alright. What you got here, bud? I'd imagine this would be like baiting me here, but I think we'll probably get rid of this first, right? I think that's probably the better bet. Let's see what we got. So, block one. I think that attack damage. It is what it is on that note. I mean, I think I'd rather get rid of the toughness one, in case he has power-ups for it. Akshan's gonna be our bread and butter here, man. I do have Bright Seal. But at the same time, this could be a possibility. He could probably take me out. We're gonna drop this first, though. It seems smarter to do it like this. There's Overwhelm. Which could be an issue. I still have the mana to do that, which is great. So we're gonna drop this on
My
here.
shield is yours.
We're gonna go for it. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna swing it.
Protect and strike.
Build that up. Put that fire up here, get rid of this. What you got, bud? We're looking good, boys. We're looking good. Get rid of that Overwhelm right fast. But now he's vulnerable, so that's an issue. Okay, hold on. Hold on, we got this. We got this. Top deck OP. Ooh. Random keywords, huh? Elusive. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Because that's going to be a pain in the butt to deal with. But at the same time, if I play this on board, she has Fearsome, so it's free attack coming through, which is great. We'll give this. We'll take care of this.
We love it when they run!
That's fine for me. We're gonna take this damage. I'm taking 4 to the face here, which is fine, I think. We'll skip it. Yeah. Alright. I think we just go for it, right? This turn? I think Akshan can get his 3 level up here. Oh, do we get agates? This is great. Okay. Let's do this.
My steel is yours.
We're swinging
This
it.
is justice.
That's right. Run!
We're swinging it. See what we got here. Yoke this up so Akshan can survive here, which is fine. This has to block that, which is unfortunate, but at the end of the day, what do you do, right? Is that the way I want to? No. I don't think I want to do it like this. I think I want to do it like this. So this way this lives, this lives. This can't be blocked, so this has to block this. I think that's the way to go. We'll see.
Oh, sure, take your time. I love to be kept waiting.
Well, that's not good. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I already planned for something here. We'll do the same thing.
Talk is worthless.
Right,
We are what we do.
because we targeted an ally. Great. So he becomes a 5/4, and we do have our Relic of Power ready to go for Aegis, turn play. Does he have anything else? Oh, he doesn't have anything else. This is sweet. I think this is game. I think it's game. So we give this to a Bright Steel? No, I think we still go for this. Do we? Yeah, we still go for that. What you got, bud? Let's go. Yeah, there it is. Best of 3. Let's do it. Hey man, it's been Pawse Plays. Hope you guys enjoy. Smash that like button. I'll see you guys later.
One
I'ma head
step
out.
closer to a world without
Pretty
villains.
fun.